Dear all, in this session we will discuss about different aspects of large language models, LLMs, vector databases, and implementation aspects in generative AI. Nowadays, we are in the timeline of artificial intelligence. You might have seen that whether it is academic sector or corporate world, most of the organizations are adopting AI based tools, and from last 4 to 5 years you might have seen that there is very close competition in between in different corporate giants in releasing AI chatbots. Nowadays, more than 10,000 chatbots available. Still, many people are using ChatGPT only. Nowadays, you might have seen that beyond ChatGPT, Gemini, lots of other AI toolkits available for different applications. And when we discuss about AI toolkits, AI chatbots for different applications, for example, we want to create presentation, we want to develop some particular video, we want to create some animation, we want to create 2D 3D drawings. For everything nowadays, AI applications available, AI chatbots available. In this session we will have a glance on different free and open source tools which we can use for research based implementations in large language models, and few terms are mentioned here in this slide: Llama, OLLAMA, TensorBoard, WAN-B, NGRock. So many toolkits available, LangFlow. So I will try to cover these topics in limited time span, and most of the coverage, most of the tools we will cover in this session will be in open source distribution, and I will show how to work with these platforms, even how to create our own chatbot. For example, I want to create my own chatbot similar to ChatGPT. That also we will see different opportunities, challenges, how many open source toolkits available, and what about different terminologies. Okay, as far as LLM is concerned, along with large language model, you might have heard about one more term that is nowadays very very popular, that is RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. At back end of every large language model, or we can say that in parallel to large language model, there is RAG framework, there is RAG implementation. When ChatGPT was launched, you might have seen that it was trained up to a particular timeline, up to specific month and year. But nowadays, LLM that is integrated with ChatGPT, it is making use of RAG also. RAG means in real time it is fetching data. For example, you are searching about some particular content about your research work. For example, wireless network, blockchain, or quantum computing, whatever topic you are working. So it will not give you historical data from pre-trained data. Along with pre-trained data, along with historical data, it will search real-time data from different newspapers, from different research articles, from different research journals, international journals, and with merger of LLM and RAG, results will be shown. So this thing should be very much clear, because for new researchers in this particular time, in this specific segment, it becomes very difficult. What is RAG? What is LLM? How, by which way these two terms are interrelated? So LLM means only database, backend database, and depending upon database, we are getting the output. When ChatGPT was launched around 4 years back, it was only LLM based, large language model based. Lots of books, lots of articles, lots of uh, blogs were at the back end, and from that particular database, it was giving the output. But nowadays, it is integrated with RAG. RAG means real time access of data. Okay, access to real time data. This one, that is RAG. Okay, so if you are doing research in this area, if this one is your area of research, like artificial intelligence or generative AI, and you are developing your own chatbot, in that case, rather than using LLM, we have to integrate RAG also. So this is major difference between RAG and LLM. Extraction of dynamic data along with its relation with historical data. And nowadays, almost every chatbot, whether it is ChatGPT, Gemini, Corapo, Perplexity, Chat PDF, so many other chatbots, every chatbot is integrated with RAG framework, dynamic searching of data. Okay, but if we are discussing about LLM, if we are developing one AI chatbot with only pre-trained data, that will be LLM. Okay, so this one is LLM. And as far as advent, growth, and historical aspects of LLM is concerned, okay, so uh, very soon I will start the demonstration part. I will show you how to work on different LLM frameworks. But before covering any live demonstration, first of all, we should be clear about the concepts. Okay, first of all, I'm covering the concepts. And once concepts are clear, once paradigm is clear to all of us, then we will move to implementation part. Everybody knows that implementation is not a big job nowadays. If you are doing research in generative AI, LLM, RAG, so everybody knows that on GitHub code is available. On even on ChatGPT or from Gemini itself, we can generate the code. Coding is not a big task nowadays. Even coding programming is also done by ChatGPT itself, by Copilot itself. But we should understand what is getting generated, what is the syntax, by which way we have to use it. That's why before covering any demonstration on coding, before covering any live execution of code, I'm covering the concept. Because as a researcher, as a teacher, as an academician, we should be clear about the concepts. Okay, so as far as LLM is concerned, at the back end of LLM, there is semantic technology, semantic web. Semantics means linguistics, sentences, grammar, CFGs, in automata, in different terms, in different subjects. We study these particular concepts. Semantics, how to work with a particular sentence, how to work with a particular paragraph. And in semantics, we work with polarity score also. Polarity score means, if some of you have done a particular topic, that is sentiment analysis, emotion analysis. In sentiment analysis, we work with polarity score. What is the score of this particular sentence? Okay, however, that is also associated with NLP, natural language processing. So LLM, large language model, makes use of semantics, semantic web, as well as natural language processing. And as far as its history is concerned, we should be clear that it is not a new term. However, around 4 years back, ChatGPT was released. But machine learning, artificial intelligence, it is not a new term. Around 70, 80 years back, this particular term was devised. Okay, and this is the historical pathway to LLM. The first LLM, the first large language model, was ELISA. It is not ChatGPT. However, we are using ChatGPT from last 4 years only. But very first LLM was in 1960s, and it was developed by MIT researcher. Okay, so I will not go to so much details in this historical point, in this historical data. Okay, I will share this presentation to all of you at end of this session. I am covering these points just for your knowledge, just for our awareness. Okay, because many times it is a matter of concern that ChatGPT is the first LLM, ChatGPT is the first chatbot, AI based platform. Okay, ChatGPT is okay. That is very prominent from last 4 to 5 years, but its history is long back. Okay, so that is the platform Eliza, and after that, different other platforms came to picture. But widely integrated implementations of LLM, it was, everybody knows that, only 4 years back. GPT first version in 2018. Before 2018, you might have heard about the term transformers. If you have worked on deep learning, if you are aware with natural language processing, if you have worked on Hugging Face, then in deep learning transformers were used. Okay. However, these were for some particular applications. Dear participants, kindly confirm, are you getting this content properly so that we can move ahead, and whatever we are covering, is it clear to all? After that, we will move ahead to next components, and we will start the demonstration part. Is this audible and visible to all of you? Okay, so this is the historical timeline. I will not go to so much details on this particular part because all of you are academicians, all of you are renowned professionals. You might be able to understand it very easily. Okay, only this data I will show you, and at end of this session I will share this presentation. Okay, so you can see that this one is the advancement. So Transformers 2017, Google Brain, Word Embeddings 2011, and BERT. After that, BERT was available from Google, bidirectional encoder representations from Transformers. If some of you are already aware with deep learning, you might be knowing very well about Transformers. These are available on a Hugging Face. And as far as real world implementation is concerned, as far as real world usage is concerned for academics, for research scholars, after 2019, it was it is gaining so much prominence. Okay, GPT-3, GPT-4, Llama, Mistral, thousands of large language models available. Okay, so this is historical timeline. Okay, so this particular data I have collected, and it is presented here just for your knowledge, and as a reference of the timeline. Because when we teach this particular subject to our students, and when our students ask us about its historical timeline, if even if we are doing research, for example, we are doing research in this particular topic, so in literature review it is required. Okay, in literature review of generative AI, it should not happen that only 5 years data we are giving since chat gpt. So we have to mention in literature review that in 1960s, in 1967, Eliza was first chatbot, AI based platform. After that, LSTM, then LSTM, that is long short term memory in deep learning. Okay. After that, Stanford NLP library, everybody knows about it who are working in deep learning, then Google Brain. So this is the timeline, because when we go for research work, when we go for analysis, when we go for further research work, so literature review is the key component. So these slides, this particular data is the foundation for literature review on large language models. Okay, so you can explore these points. Now we will see some other components. So this particular data will be available to all of you in presentation format. I will share at end of the session. I will not cover these points in so much theoretical aspects. Okay. So this is the timeline. You can see that since advent of ChatGPT, there is exponential growth in AI chatbots. Every day, new chatbots are coming to picture. Thousands of chatbots available. What you want to do if you want to create 2D, 3D drawings, if you want to create presentation, you want to generate new content, you want to create animation, for everything, chatbots are available, and every day new chatbots are coming to the picture. And you can see that this one is the prominence. How much time was taken to achieve 1 million subscribers, 1 million users? ChatGPT achieved 1 million users in only 5 days. Netflix took 3.5 years to achieve 1 million subscribers. Twitter also took around 2 years, while ChatGPT achieved in only 5 days. Nowadays, whether somebody is from uh, from the level of school level student, or PhD research scholar, or master's research scholar, or corporate entity, everybody is using ChatGPT or some other AI platform. So with this particular data, you can imagine what is the prominence of AI chatbots. And with this particular implementation, with this wide implementations of chatbots, lots of jobs are also under threat. So these jobs are under threat. You might be knowing about it. You might have gone through different news articles, different news reports, that most of the white collar jobs are under threat. Okay. So as per the prediction, millions of jobs will be killed in few months or in few years. Okay. So if this is the status of technology, if something disastrous will take place, that is a different concern, that is different thing. But if in this particular pace, if in this particular speed, technology is moving on, every day new chatbots are coming, in that case definitely millions of jobs will be killed very soon. And most of these jobs will be white collar jobs. Okay. So we have to be aware, we have to be alert, and we have to learn these technologies. Many organizations, many companies are developing their own chatbots for personalized applications. For example, you are work as all of you are working in some particular company, in some particular organization, you can develop your own chatbot. You can develop your own chat application. For example, you are working in some university. Okay. So all courseware, all study material can be put in LLM. You can develop your own LLM. You can develop your own large language model and link it with RAG. And after that, what your students can do, whatever questions they are having related to some particular lecture, or depending upon some particular topic, they can ask from that chatbot. So your organization, your institute can work in this particular domain. So even you can work on some research projects also, related to prompt engineering, related to chatbots. Okay. As nowadays we generally struggle for different accreditations. So NBA, NAC, different types of accreditation based documents can be generated by AI chatbots. Okay. Now, dear participants, I am starting the demonstration part. I will show you which tools we have to use, which tools we can use for creating our own chatbot. Okay. Langflow. So many toolkits available. So you can see that this one, Langflow. So few tools I will cover in this session, because it is a very limited time span, limited time period. So I will try to cover few tools. Langflow, low code tool to create our own LLM, to create our own chat application. Langflow. Okay. So in this way, if you want to create a chatbot, if you want to create AI based application for your institute, for your university, you can use this tool. And not only this, you can use LangChain. All of these are completely free and open source. So you can directly search on Google, LangChain, Langflow, widely used platforms for development, for AI chatbot development. Now, dear participants, before starting any programming part, first of all, I want to show you very simple demonstration to make you comfortable in this particular topic. Now, one question I will ask, kindly reply in chat so that I can come to know how much you are aware about this. How many of you are aware that Chat GPT, Gemini, Mistral, these can be executed on local laptop? I'm repeating my question. Execution of chatbots locally without internet connection. I don't want to use chatgpt.com, chat.openai.com. I don't want to use Gemini. For example, I'm doing research. I want to generate some content related to my research work. So many times we are afraid that if I am sending my topic, if I am uploading my topic on chat gpt, it will be leaked out. Definitely it will be leaked out, because chat gpt is training itself. Chat gpt is taking your data. You might have seen that whatever data we put in chat gpt, Gemini, however there is feature to disable it, still it is a sensitive issue. Other participants, one response we have received: how many of you knows how to work with local deployment of LLMs? Okay, so langchain we can use. In chat kindly write yes or no. Very quickly I will show you this demonstration, and after that I will come to next part. Execution of chat gpt on local system without internet connection. For example, I want to work with DeepSeek. So this is, so you can see that this is the platform. This one is the portal. OLLAMA. Run Llama 3, DeepSeek, Queen, Mistral, Gamma on local system locally. No need of internet connection. So what is benefit of that? If I am able to download complete Gamma, if I am able to download complete Llama, in and after that I disconnect my internet, and then I am working on my research work. For example, I am generating future work, I am generating problem statement, I am generating research gaps from a paper. So whatever content is generated by that particular tool, by that interface, it will not be trained in ChatGPT. It will not be trained in Gemini, because we are doing locally. If I disconnect my internet, and after disconnecting internet in local distribution, in local system, I am working on ChatGPT, in that case it will be completely safe. Okay, so this is the platform, and so many models available here. Olama, so you can see that Gamma 3. And so on which tool you want to work, on which large language model you want to work with. So you can see that this one, is this visible to all of you? Kindly confirm. So all of these are available. Even DeepSeek is also available. Is this visible to all participants? Kindly confirm in chat window. Execution of large language models locally. So any of these I can download. I can download complete chat GPT on my laptop. After that I will disconnect internet and I will work. Okay, but now I will not disconnect internet, otherwise this call will be disconnected. Okay, but I will show you the process. So this is the tool. This one is, so all large language models are available here. Now I want to download, I want to see some particular model, Gamma 3. Okay, so you can see that how much data is available: 3.3 GB data. Okay, so if I download this, so 3.3, so if I want to download complete data, complete model, For example, this one 27 billion parameters. 27 billion parameters means it is having lots of data, lots of fine tuning. So 17 GB data, it will be downloaded in my laptop. Obviously, if I am downloading 17 GB LLM, then my hard disk should be sufficient. My hard disk should be capable of handling this particular data. So I will download it 17 GB. Okay. In same way, any other tool, any other large language model, I will be able to download. Okay. For example, DeepSeek. I want to see. I want to locally download completely this particular DeepSeek, because many times we think that our data will be leaked out. Okay. Some Chinese servers will take the data, so no need to worry about it. So this is 400 GB data. So obviously in my laptop 400 GB space should be available if I want to download this particular platform. Okay. So 400 GB data, it will be downloaded, and after that I will disconnect my internet, and freely I will be able to work on content creation or anything else. Now I will show you how to work on this locally. It is completely free and open source. Okay, so simply come to olama.com, download. At top right, you can see download, freely available. Okay, Mac, Linux, or Windows 10 or later, you will be able to download. It will be downloaded in your system. Okay, this software I have already downloaded to save the time so that I can show you some demonstrations. Okay, simply you have to download it, and after downloading, what I will do, there are multiple ways to use it. One is a command prompt. I want to execute Chat GPT or Gemini or DeepSeek locally. Okay, so you can see that this is my command prompt and OLLAMA. So you can see that if OLLAMA is working, if it is installed, then it will give me certain commands. Then by which way I will be able to use it. So you can see OLLAMA. Now I want to see which models are available, which models I have already downloaded. OLLAMA list. So you can see that Mistral, Gamma 2, SMOLLM. This I have already installed. If I want to add any other model, if I want to install, for example, DeepSeek, in that case what I will do, I will use these commands. Okay, so this one, pull, olama pull, and once it is pulled, so obviously if I will execute pull command for DeepSeek 400 GB, so it will take lots of time. Okay, but here for demonstration I will show you. For example, this model Mistral I have downloaded, it is 4 GB data. This one SMOLLM, this is 990. This is a small model. Okay, this is the model, and Gamma 2. Okay, which particular model I want to run, which large language model I want to run. So OLLAMA run SMOLLM, any of these I can take, and I will be able to use this chatbot locally on my command prompt. Even on web browser also, in local host also, I will be able to work with it. So OLLAMA run name of the model. So you can see that it is asking send a message. Okay. So for example, hi. So you can see that it is generating the output. So it is not taking the output from internet. So I'm repeating this point. It is not taking the output from internet. It is taking the output from this model which I have downloaded. So for example, I am working on some research paper. If I am working on some particular content, and I want to take some specific content I want to generate. So rather than using Chat GPT, what we can do, we can download Chat GPT locally. So you can see that it is writing something. So haphazardly, so we are creating the content. Okay, so OLLAMA. So if I want to run, for example, OLLAMA run Gamma 2. Okay, for example, first of all we will list OLLAMA list OLLAMA. run gamma 2. For example, I am writing a paper related to machine learning or wireless networks or any topic. Okay, rather than using Chat GPT, rather than using Gemini, what I will do, I will download complete large language model from this platform. Okay, so from here I will download complete. So models, which model I want to download? For example, Microsoft model, I want to download Llama 2, Llama 4, so Meta's latest collection. So if I want to see this Llama 4, what is size of this? 67 GB. Okay, 67 GB. So 67 GB data, this complete pre-trained model I will be able to download, and then I can work on my implementation. Okay, so currently I'm running it and it is taking some time. Once it is executed, I will show you. Okay, so I will show you how to create content. So even if I disconnect my internet connection now, even then I will be able to create images, I will be able to create some content, we will be able to work on some particular data. Okay, whatever you can do with Chat GPT in online mode, whatever you can you can do with Gemini in online mode, same thing you will be able to work with in offline mode in command prompt. Okay, so very soon it will execute. And because why it is taking so much time, because 5.4 GB data, obviously our cache memory, our RAM should be sufficient for that. Okay, so once it is loaded, then I will show you. Okay, so lots of other gamma 3, Mistral, Nomic, and this 7 billion parameters. And so how many parameters? So view all variants we can see, and corresponding to each variant there is certain guideline. Okay. So this one, now you can see it is running now. So in gamma 2, so it is running locally on my command prompt. So I am running this particular AI chatbot on command prompt. Now I am asking what is machine learning. Okay, so it will generate the output without internet connection from this particular data, from this pre-trained model that I have downloaded. Okay, so obviously our processor, our RAM, cache memory, these should be sufficient to work on these. Okay, however, it is not mandatory to work with GPU. CPU is also fine. With CPU also we can work with. But so you can see that it is generated. So in same way it is generating the output as we see in Chat GPT. Okay.
टोटल 100 बच्चा होगा
Is this visible to all
हाँ
of you?
पटियाला तक लेना केस की
Is this
ਉਸ
visible
ਬੈਟਰ
to?
ਤੇ केस हाँ ती कंप्यूटर का 100 कंप्यूटर का 100 होगा ना सारे मिला के तो अपने मेरे 35 मेरे सीगे एਵੇਂ करके
Is this
ਜਿੰਨਾ
visible
ਉਹਨੇ
to all
ਬਣਾਈ
participants? Kindly
ਹਾਂ
confirm.
ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਫਿਰ
So you can see that.
ਫਿਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ ਸਭ ਨਾ
Dear
ਮਤਲਬ
participants,
ਖਰਚ
kindly
ਬਟਾਉਣਾ
mute your mic. Some mics are on. So you can see that this one. Okay. So in same way as we do in that particular online variant. Okay. Now this is command prompt. This is command based. If I want to work with GUI based interface, so it's Chrome extensions are also available. So you can see that this is page assist. So Chrome extensions, page assist, OLLAMA UI. Okay, page assist I want to open. So if you will search for a particular Google Chrome plugin, okay, so you can see that it is running now. So OLLAMA is running. One more. So this is OLLAMA UI and this one, chat with OLLAMA. So we are working on local host. It is not online. So you can see that it is local host. For example, I want to take which model I want to work with. Small LLM. Okay, send. So this is a custom version. This is local version. Okay, for example, which particular model I want to work, small LLM, and after that we will execute it. Okay, so it will give the output in same way. So you can see that in this way. So it is Chrome extension and it is not connected to internet. In local mode we are working. So internet on or off. So upload image. So if we are working on some research based implementation, in that case we will be able to work with it. So you can see that it is generating the output. Chat with OLLAMA. So which model we want to work, for example, Gamma. So here we can stop. So if I copy this content and use, so this particular content will not be trained because we are, because it is not connected to internet. Okay. So this is first implementation that just to make you comfortable. Okay, so LangChain, this is the platform. Llama Index, llamaindex.ai, another platform that you can use to work with custom AI based applications. Llama Index. Okay, Olama. Now we will see one demonstration related to training our own data, related to working with vector databases. Okay, at the back end of chat gpt, at the back end of every large language model and rag framework, there is vector database. Whatever data we store, it is not stored in linguistic format. Whatever content, whatever pdf, for example, I, for my organization, I want to train my PDF documents. Whatever documents are available in my laptop, I want to train all of those documents in my chatbot, so that any time I will be able to ask the questions. For that, I will use vector databases. So this thing should be clear to all of us, that at backend of generative AI, at backend of chat gpt gemini, we work with vector databases. So this is milvus, pinecone, and so many other, chromadb is also available. Okay, so chromadb, milvus. At backend of large language models, we do not use classical databases like MS Access or Oracle Classical or MySQL or SQL Server Classical. Our database should be vector database. So this is ChromaDB. So if you are doing research in this area, or if you are working on some project in this particular domain, generative AI, and you want to train your own documents, you want to train your own data at backend, in that case we have to store our data in ChromaDB, we have to store our data in Milvus, Pinecone, and these are freely available, free and open source. So you can see that Chroma is open source, AI application database, and battery is included. What is meaning of battery? Battery in ChromaDB or battery in AI? It is basically the module. Okay, no need to get confused. What is this battery? Where is this battery? Okay, it is not battery similar to mobile phones or our Leon batteries. Battery means only module that is having one algorithm, that is having one particular implementation, okay, or logic. So logic loaded module, that is called as battery in AI databases. Okay, so batteries included means, for example, I have uploaded one PDF document, or 1000 or 2000 PDF documents I have uploaded. Now I want to ask some questions. For example, 100 research papers I have uploaded in my own chatbot. In that particular, out of those 100 PDF documents, I want to generate literature review. So what battery will do? Battery will find out the relationship between all PDF documents. Batteries will find out association in all PDF documents. For example, I am asking that, okay, generate 100 lines from all 100 pages. So batteries will give me logic. Okay? Batteries will provide that particular algorithm using which metadata filtering, document storage, vector searches, multimodal searches, it will be done, and retrieval. Okay, embedding, vector search, document. So one battery will be for this part, another battery will be for full text search, another battery will be for metadata filtering. So this is battery. Okay, so no need to get worry about this particular term, battery included. Battery included means algorithm, program, logic, scripting, these are already available. Otherwise, in classical databases like MS Access, like MySQL, we have to code, we have to work on database connectivity, we have to work on insert, delete, update, DDL, DML, DCL. But in AI databases, batteries are included. It means logic is already available for insertion, deletion, modification, metadata filtering, multimodal searching, everything. Okay, so we can work on this. So these are completely free and open source: Milvus, Pinecone, or ChromaDB. Up to this point, is it clear to all of you? Kindly confirm. Are you getting what we are discussing here? Are you understanding these concepts? Kindly confirm in chat window. Whatever we are discussing, is this clear to all of you up to this point? Okay. So now we will see one demonstration related to vector databases, how to train our own documents. So what you have to do, simply create account on pinecone.io. This is also a vector database. Okay, this is known as hosted vector database, hosted vector database, or you can say that vector database on cloud. One way is that I will download ChromaDB, I will install, and then I will work on generative AI application. I will work on my own chat application. So, another way is that I will see if any cloud platform is giving this feature or not. Obviously, AWS might be giving it, Microsoft Azure might be giving it, but in Microsoft Azure, in AWS, we have to link our credit card or payment gateway or payment details. You might have seen, even if we are using free tier of AWS or Azure, we have to link our credit card or payment details. In Pinecone, no need to link your card credentials. It is hosted vector database. So if you are doing research in this area, if you are working on some project, then you can use Pinecone. Login, simply login. Okay. So different features are given in this platform. Simply log in with your Google credentials. It will ask for your account, sign in with Google, and then you can see that this is hosted vector database. So indexes are created. Indexes, database indexes. Indexes means where our data is stored and its pointer, pointer to our data. So this particular database, this index created, so I am deleting it, so that from scratch we can start. Delete index. Now it is fresh. Now there is no index, and we will see how to work on this. Now if I want to work with my own data set, For example, I'm having 10, 20 PDF documents, and I want to train those documents in a chatbot, and database I want to use on cloud, that is Pinecone. In that case, I will use pip install Pinecone. Okay, simply I will open my command prompt. So this is command prompt. Okay, so here you can work with, you can execute that particular command. Okay, pip install. Okay, now directly I'm coming to that particular folder where my data is stored. Now this one. Okay, so pip install, simply you can install it with pip install Pinecone. After installation of this, you will have to generate your API keys. So you can see this API keys, because we are taking hosted version of this hosted version of Pinecone. So you will have to generate your API keys. So in this way, your API key will be generated, and with this particular API key, you will be able to work with your documents. You will be able to train your documents. Now, first of all, I'm showing you what I'm going to do. So this is my document. For example, this is document one dot PDF. Now I want to train this document. Okay, it is only for demonstration, that's why I have taken very small file. Otherwise, to train so many documents, it will take lots of time. So first document, so two documents I'm having, this doc.pdf and document1.pdf. These two documents I will train in my Pinecone. Okay, in Pinecone, I will train these these documents, and after that I will ask the questions. Okay, so first of all, I will show you the code. Okay, so this one is the script, Python script. So this is my key. This one is the key. Okay, now I want to create one index with name my index with coding. Okay, with coding itself, I am creating one index. Currently, I want to show you whether this index is available or not. It is not available. Okay, now with code, we will see this particular index will be created. So as soon as I will click, I will execute this command, and after that I will refresh it. Okay, Python one pine contact or pine connect dot py. Okay, this one is the script, and this is API key. Using this API key, I am creating one index, and once it is done, after that I will refresh this page. Then my index will be available here. Okay, pine connect with that API key. If you want, so you can see next prompt is available, it means it is done. Now I am refreshing this page. So refresh, and we will see. So you can see that this my index is created. Just now we have created the index, and with the same name. So this one, pine connect with this particular code, with this script, I am able to connect. I am able to work with database connectivity, vector database connectivity, and we are able to create this my index. Okay, so if I show you the code, so this is the code. So this one, so this one is my index that I have written in code, that is mentioned in code, and this is API key for data for connectivity to cloud. Now after that, I want to list, we want to work with listing of some parameters. So this is first, and this one is, so what is my assistant name. So I want to train a document. So this is doc.pdf. I want to upload a file. So what I am doing now, I am creating my own chatbot. I am creating my own chat application, but documents will be mine. Okay, my own documents will be uploaded. I'm not using ChatGPT. I'm not using Gemini. we are creating personal assistant with our own documents in Pinecone. Okay, so this one, and you will see, so which assistant will be created. So you can see that this is the index, and currently there is no record. As soon as we will upload it, as soon as this is up, this is connected, after that records will be available here. Okay, meanwhile in 3, assistant name, what is assistant name, and list file, and here we will be able to see this one. So these are the scripts. So okay, this one, and after that Pine assistant. So in third we are listing the files, which files we have uploaded. So you can see that this one, this particular file we have uploaded, and complete metadata. So this data, this particular information is stored in vector database. So this is JSON file format. Okay, in this particular format information is stored, and now I will query like ChatGPT. So in this particular prompt, I'm giving what this document is all about, what this document is doing. Okay, what is this document about? So in command prompt, if we want to execute it, if we want to work with, so this one, so this is API key I'm changing, and now, so API key we have to verify whether it is same or not. Okay, and once it is connected, then we will see the output. So in this, with this API key, with this assistant, we are asking what this document is about. So in command prompt, with programming, by uploading our own data, we are checking the content, we are querying the content. Okay, so it will tell the concise. So in same way, as we ask the question in chat gpt, so we can ask the question here. If we want to create its GUI, so in Python we can use bottle, we can use flask or Django. So many GUI based frameworks, GUI based libraries available, which we can use. Okay, so once it is executed, so this API key, recent API key, and this is our Pinecone hosted cloud for vector databases, and then we will be able to see the output. Okay, so it is executing now, and we will see the results. Okay, so what you have to do, so meanwhile it is working, so I'm showing you this one API. Okay, any number of API keys you will be able to create. So create API key, for example, chatbot. Okay, which permissions I want to use, create key. Now you can see that this one is the key, this particular key is generated, that I will copy, and this particular key we will copy and paste in our Python code. Okay, so this chatbot, and after that if you want to make some modifications, that you can work out. Okay, so manage access assistant. So this is the same assistant. So today, so 8th May, we have created this particular assistant. Okay, so you can see that this one. If you want to create a new assistant, new chat assistant, that can also be done. Okay, so it is, so what it is doing, it is taking, it is considering all data, it is fetching details from all content that is uploaded, and now you can see that this is the output. Okay, now this is vector database at the backend, and this one is the output it is giving. So in code, in script, I have asked what this document is all about. So it is giving this output. This document discusses the infrastructure operations. So this is the output. It is giving us references also. In chat gpt, in Gemini, you might have seen that references are given. So this output is also giving our references. So this is the output, and this one is references from doc1.pdf, and which files are referred, okay, from which page this content is taken. So you can see that this one, in this way. This is actual code. Actual code is this one, in which we have asked what is in this document. It is giving us the output in this document. This one is the result, and these are the references. In same way as we get from chat gpt, as we get from Gemini or Perplexity or any other chatbot. So by this way, we will be able to work with our own documents. So if I show you the folder, so this one, so where we have uploaded the file, by which way we have uploaded the file, by this code, by this one second, assistant dot upload file doc.pdf. If I want to upload a complete folder in which 100 files are available, 500 files are available, I want to create a particular chatbot for my institute, for university, in which all data will be available, and after then we will start asking the questions. After that we will be able to question, we will be able to put queries. Okay, so you can explore this particular platform, Pinecone. Okay, so you can see assistant database. What is the database? This one is the database, backups, and its complete documentation is also given, by which way we can integrate some images, by which way we can integrate some multimedia. Okay, so this code, its documentation is also available, how to work on images, how to work on some animations. If you want to work on digital content, on some animations, on multimodal analysis, that can also be implemented. So for example, this one, streaming response, its code will be available. This is the code. In which language you want to code? You want to work in Python, this is the code. You have to put API key. Okay, this is API key. You can copy and paste your API key here. If you want to work with JavaScript, so this is JavaScript code. In same way, we have to give our API key. If I want to curl, if you want to work in curl, that is client URL. Generally it is used in web based technologies. Okay, so this is a curl code. Curl, JavaScript and Python. In multiple programming languages, multiple programming platforms, we will be able to work. And what will be the output? Okay, what will be the streaming output? Okay, how to upload your data, by which way you have to upload your data. For example, you are working on some particular project, you are creating your own chatbot, you want to upload files. So you can see that by which way you have to upload. So with this code you will be able to link Flask or Zango, so that some radio buttons, some text boxes, some upload button, that particular GUI component can be integrated. Okay, so you can explore this platform. Is this clear to all participants? Kindly confirm. Is this clear to all of you? Whatever we have discussed.